Hi, I'm Anthony Ashley from Freight Factory. At Freight Factory, we specialize in the import and export of cars. We deal with a lot of collectors. We deal with guys who are wanting to move their cars around the world for various reasons, be it a car show, a race, a rally, or simply a transaction. And so at Freight Factory, that's where our specialization falls. So the love of cars was born from our family. Growing up, my dad and his two brothers couldn't stop talking about cars, and collectively they've all owned a number of really nice cars. And so as kids, every family get together, that was the basis of conversation. The topic was always around cars. And I guess when I got to the age of being able to afford my own car, the level of passion was taken one step further. And fast forward 20 years, I've been in the car business for 15 years, and I feel really fortunate to work around an item that I love so much. In our area, we're lucky to live and work in a global marketplace, and this means that we as a freight forwarder and a shipper can facilitate the import and export of cars. And over the last few years, we've really refined the process and the technical know-how how to import cars. And on that basis, we deal with a lot of high-end collectors who, for example, want to buy a muscle car in the States. And essentially, the short version is we are able to connect the dots. We're able to facilitate the sale process right through to the import paperwork that is needed, down to the car being delivered at our warehouse to our client who can drive away. So in general, the first question that we constantly are asked is, can you import a left-hand drive? And the simple answer is yes, you can. However, there are restrictions. So if you want to import a left-hand drive and it's 65 and below, you can legally register that vehicle on the road. It's not that easy though, and there are quite a few loops and holes to jump through to get it done, but that's where we come in. If the vehicle is, let's say, a modern day Dodge Charger Hellcat and it's left-hand drive, you would be able to bring that car in. However, you would not have a permit to drive that vehicle on the road. So effectively, that car is going to be classed as a museum piece or a vehicle that can be used on a racetrack. And so we do a lot of race cars as well, be it left-hand drive or right-hand drive. But if you want to drive that vehicle on the road, then it needs to be converted to a right-hand drive. And that's where our experience and network comes into play to assist you having that vehicle converted from left-hand drive to right-hand drive so that you can still bring it in and drive it on these roads. A big part of our business is the export side, and since the early 90s, South Africans have been emigrating for various reasons. And we come in from a vehicle specialist point of view where you've decided that you want to emigrate to Sydney, Australia for argument's sake, and you have a 3 to 5 bedroom house. As a freight forwarder and shipper, we are able to come in and assist you with the packing and the shipping of your house. But you would specifically come to us because you have a boat, you have a car, you have a classic, you have a jet ski, you have a motorbike, and that's the vehicle side, and that's our specialization. So we come in to assist you to move. When it comes to shipping vehicles, we've shipped everything from 900,000 pound Bentleys to Ferrari F40s to McLaren 720S hypercars. But at the same time, we have shipped a very, very cheap Ford Escort, which you and I might not see the value in, but someone else on the other side of the world has dreams for, a Group B rally car. So there have been some strange things that have come through our doors, and I guess that's the beauty about the car industry, is that everyone has their segment or their part of the industry that they love. And in those circumstances, we just become a facilitator. But for the most part, the type of clientele that we're dealing with It is something special, it is something collectible, and for that reason we've seen some really, really nice cars come into the country. So this is the lobby that I walk into every morning, and I guess most people have a receptionist in the lobby. We like to have cars, and as it is with almost all cars that we are importing or exporting, there's a story behind the car. So we have a Mercedes CLK 63 AMG Black Series, proper piece of kit. And this is being shipped over to Germany, where it's going to go to the Nürburgring. The guy's going to do a road tour, some track time. We're going to take him down to Spa, and I'll be going over to meet this client. This is one of the world-renowned Ford GT40s. It's the recreation cab, which this particular model was built by Jean Ferry. And this is going to a collector in the UK who has an original Ford GT40, but those are so priceless these days, you don't want to put them on the racetrack, and you certainly don't want to take any risks. So this is a brilliant turnkey solution for the guys who actually want to go out and do road trips and track time with. The importing of collectible cars into South Africa is a little bit more complex. It is more difficult to get stuff in. Throughout the years, with the knowledge that we've managed to refine the process, and it's about ticking off every step along the way. So you could safely say that inside 1 to 2 months, that vehicle could be on the water on its way to South Africa. So the key to a hassle-free, stress-free shipment is that you've got to speak to the right people from the get-go. And the process can be complex, especially when you are importing. So when you speak to our team, we will guide you along the process from step 1 to step 10. And what's important to note is that everything that you read online is not true, or it's out of date, or the rules have since changed. And so there are many misconceptions out there as to how to import a car. And this is where we come in. You come and speak to us. We'll help you, we'll guide you, and we'll assist you.